Welcome back to the channel. Join me on a trip to Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida. Then, we'll watch as the world's largest cruise ship heads out to sea. Today's journey starts at Fort Lauderdale, where we just got off of Royal Caribbean's Oasis of the Seas. If you haven't seen that video, it should be the one just before this. Go check it out. A couple hours later, we arrived at Kennedy Space Center. When heading to Kennedy Space Center, set your GPS for the visitor complex. Parking was $15. I bought tickets in advance and they were about $75 per person. Plus I opted for an add-on experience, which we'll talk about later. I got in just in time to catch a guided tour of the rocket garden.
Comes alive with inspiration. Enjoy the show.
People that inspire you, they're everywhere.
Heroes are people who, by their actions and their presence and everything that they do, inspire you to want to be like them.
I think you need a pioneer spirit and just be welcome.
They are easy, but because they are hard.
Until the goal was reached. My heroes and their heroes before them were driven by this notion. So was the entire NASA team.
Sally Ride etched her name into the annals of history, and with courage and grace, she ascended into the heavens, becoming the first American woman to soar amidst the stars. The exploration of space knows no bounds.
I never would have guessed there were this many people on the Astronaut Hall of Fame. Little musical reminder that we are here during the holidays. So about that add-on I mentioned, I paid $25 for the KSC Explorer Tour, which would allow us to get off the tour bus at various spots throughout the normal tour to take photos and spend a little more time in front of some historic landmarks throughout the Space Center.
Once we get all the components here. All right, back to the VAB. Look at 1 stories tall. The stars on the flag point to point.
The iconic vehicle assembly building. Don't worry, this is one of the spots we'll come back to later.
Look at the roof of the low bay. Follow the roof. On top of it, when it's ready to go, it can carry 18 or 19 million more pounds. When it's moving, it takes a whole road. It's questions. All right. Now, for the kids, there's some cool stuff to do here. Yes, sir.
Out in the distance, we could see a rocket getting ready to launch that night. Weather permitting, of course.
Sitting on that direction, Fran, right now. If you took a picture and zoom in, you'd be able to tell. It moves. They build their rockets. That arm falls back out of the way. The white water tower you see holds 400,000 gallons of water. The arm you see on the tower that's folded back out of the way, that's the crew access arm. That arm is about 200 feet. They don't really exist, though. They just hurt. Okay, guys. Okay. You can see it better now.
Part of our special access on this tour got us incredibly close to SpaceX's actual launch pad. Now back to the vehicle assembly building. Where most tours just drove by, we were actually able to get out and stand in front of the building itself. The scale American flag on the ground shows how enormous this building truly is. Each stripe is big enough for our tour bus to be able to drive on. And we're back on the road to probably one of the coolest buildings in the entire complex.
When we lost 3 astronauts?
Coming up next is the actual mission control room from the Apollo 8 launch, as well as a full recreation of the event.
You are now in the final minutes before the launch of Apollo 8, right here where it actually happened.
90 seconds and counting. The Apollo 8 crew standing by, Spacecraft Commander Frank Borman, Jim Lovell, Bill Anders. We now have a report that the liquid hydrogen tank and the engines are on. 4, 3,
Just over 6 million pounds.
With that, our day at Kennedy Space Center came to an end. But we had plans just down the road at Port Canaveral. We finished our day watching the cruise ships leave from Jetty Park. now the ship we really came to see, Royal Caribbean's Star of the Seas, the current largest ship in the world, which I'll be sailing on later on this year. It started to get late and we had to hit the road. The next day, we'd be in St. Augustine, America's oldest city. So, stay tuned for that one and thanks for watching.